You know, every year we do this whole spring forward, fall back thing, and yeah, we all complain about it, we get a little messed up for a day or two, and then we just move on. But have you ever stopped to think about this whole time-bending madness from a, shall we say, more refined and definitely furrier perspective? Well, today we are. We're diving into a very sharp critique of daylight savings time from the one opinion that, let's be honest, really matters, a cat's. So, let me introduce you to our guide for this journey, a feline philosopher we'll call Jasper. For him, this whole thing isn't about saving daylight. Oh no. It is a direct, personal attack on the most sacred ritual of the day. As he puts it, this isn't some minor inconvenience. It's the great breakfast betrayal.
See, you have to understand that before we humans start meddling with the very fabric of time, a cat's world is a place of perfect, beautiful order. It's a world that runs on natural laws, where the single most important event of the day, breakfast, is treated like a science.
And behold the system. This isn't just random waking up. No. This is a carefully calibrated three-step process. It starts at 4:59 a.m. with a gentle paw to the face, a subtle reminder. By 5:01, it escalates to a louder paw, and if that doesn't work, by 5:03, we've reached a full-scale crisis, complete with opera meows that can only be resolved with food. It's efficient, it's effective, and it always works. Well, until it doesn't.
Because this is the moment where everything just falls apart. All of a sudden, with absolutely no warning, no discussion, the humans just decide to change time. The perfect system, honed over years of dedicated practice, is suddenly useless because of one ridiculous arbitrary human decision.
And right here, this is the core of the whole argument. From Jasper's perspective, this is just pure insanity. Some invisible, all-powerful authority, this clock god, has suddenly overruled the undeniable physical reality of an empty stomach. I mean, it's a type of logic that it doesn't compute. It makes no sense.
You know, what we're really seeing here is a clash of authorities. Humans, they obey this little machine on the wall with hands. Our cat, on the other hand, follows a much older, much more reliable authority, the sun. And when those two things conflict, who are you going to trust? The sun is up, therefore it is breakfast time. It really is that simple.
Okay, so when logic and reason fail, what do? You turn to drama. And let me tell you, this is an Oscar-worthy performance. We call it the starving Victorian orphan. The cat positions himself tragically at the empty food bowl, giving the performance of a lifetime. This isn't just about being hungry. It's a theatrical masterpiece designed to communicate the deep, soul-crushing injustice of it all.
And what is the human's baffling defense in the face of this heart-wrenching performance? They claim it's now 4 a.m., as if that number means a single thing. To Jasper, this is completely and totally irrelevant. The sun is up, the stomach is empty, and whatever number is on the clock is just a meaningless distraction from the real crisis at hand.
But here's the thing. This little tear in the space-time continuum doesn't just affect one hungry cat. Oh no, the chaos spreads. The entire ecosystem of the home, and frankly, the whole neighborhood, has been thrown into complete and utter disarray.
Just look at the ripple effect from this one decision. The dogs are pacing, they're anxious, their walk is late. The mailman shows up at a time that now feels bizarrely early. Even the squirrels, who are masters of routine, are just looking around totally bewildered. This little human experiment has consequences for everyone.
It is, in a single word, just chaos. A complete and total breakdown of the natural order. It's a self-inflicted, completely predictable, and utterly unnecessary mess, all because we humans decided to play God with a clock.
So this really brings us to the big philosophical question at the heart of Jasper's critique. What we're looking at is a fundamental clash between two completely different ways of understanding and experiencing time itself.
Let's just lay it out. On one side, you have human time. It involves this weird time travel twice a year, it relies on these confusing little machines, and it causes mass confusion. For what? Something about farmers? Saving energy? The excuses change, but the chaos stays the same. And then, on the other side, you have animal time. It's consistent, it's logical, it follows reliable natural cues like the sun and, of course, the stomach. When you look at it like this, which one actually seems more advanced to you?
And this brings us to Jasper's absolutely brilliant and kind of cynical definition. He points out the incredible hypocrisy of the whole thing. When humans decide to just be an hour late for everything, it's called a normal social convention. But if a cat were to, let's say, ignore a scheduled duty at the litter box by an hour, well, that would be called a problem. The double standard is just glaring.
So, as we get to the end of this really powerful critique, Jasper leaves us with one final crucial piece of wisdom. It's a warning, really, for all of us humans to think about the next time we get ready to mess with our clocks. And this, right here, is the ultimate takeaway. All of our clocks, all our schedules, all these rules about what hour it is, they're just ideas. We made them up. But hunger, breakfast, that's real. That is a force of nature, and it's a force that cannot be negotiated with or delayed just because of some human whim.
And, just like that, the high-minded philosophical debate comes crashing right back down to reality. Because at the end of the day, as our philosopher would say, if you'll excuse me, I'm wasting away here. Abstract ideas can wait. The very practical problem of an empty food bowl is extremely urgent.
And so, we have to end this by giving the full credentials of our source. He's not just a cat. He is Jasper the Ginger Prince, a feline philosopher, a breakfast advocate, and of course, a professional 4 a.m. alarm system. He's here to remind all of us that no matter how we decide to measure our days, some truths, like the critical importance of a timely breakfast, are just universal.